guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be just doing a little get ready with me chit and chat and basically answering your guys' questions. Like and subscribe, click the notification bell so you're notified every time I have a new video. And yeah, thank you. So the first question is, how do I create an inclusive environment in the classroom? So understand that students are going to have multiple intelligences. Also know that they're all going to come up with different learning styles. So for me, I came in with, I'm more of a kinesthetic learner. And you might also be a kinesthetic learner as well as a teacher. So you just need to know, maybe you'll teach more hands-on because that's how you prefer to learn. But just know that, all of your students are going to come in with varying learning styles and also different intelligences that they need to build upon or already have built upon. And also implicit biases. Everybody's gonna come up with implicit biases. You as a teacher and also the students will come in with one. So it's really important that you understand and set the tone for the whole year. And also include diverse texts and images into your lesson plans as well. The next question is, any ideas on first day of school ways to help, and also ways to help students get to know one another and throughout the year? A few ways could be group activities. The name game is really fun for a lot of students. They really like to do that, and just fun group activities so all the students can get to know you and their peers as well. And then also throughout the school year you can do child of the week so students can get to know their peer in depth and more in detail with who they are as a person, what their favorite color is, different things like that. But in general, the first day of school is really important to create that student to teacher caring relationship. The next question, they say, I have a student who has been acting out in class and shows indicators that they may be getting abused by their parents. I've reported this, but what can I do in the classroom to help the child stay focused and on her studies during school time? So first of all, the indicators she's talking about, for people who are just watching my channel and don't know, besides obviously physical bruises or physical attribute appearance, they can also include them just going from 0 to 100 and just acting out in class all the time or acting like an adult, because sometimes they have to take care of siblings or just they have to take care of themselves, so sometimes they act more mature than their actual age. So those can be indicators as well besides physical attributes. And so then as a teacher, what you can do is don't take it personally when they act out in class. Just let them have them go outside and calm down and then talk to them privately about what's going on. And also get counselors involved if necessary. You have support at your school, counselors, so you can go to them for advice, or other teachers who might have gone through a similar situation with another student. And so just being able to know that you have a network of people who are there to help you. For a student, just making sure they're able to focus, doing 3-to-1 positive feedback. So yeah, and just don't forget you see consultation and support as well. Okay, so next question they ask, I know in school we learned about chance, but does it actually work? I know for me personally it actually works. Through expectations, students know what is expected of them. Students need to have expectations set in place because it influences positive behavior and academic learning. CHAMS helps set a classroom expectations for behavior, but for academics, for expectations, you want to set them as your teaching champions. The next question reads, I will be teaching history next year and I'm scared that the material will be super boring to the students. How can I make the lesson more fun and interactive? So the most important thing to remember is that all students have different needs and come from different cultural backgrounds and learn differently. So it's important to create a lesson plan that is universally designed to meet all of those students' needs. So first off, like how do you plan to engage in the interest of the students, whether that's through like a video, like history. You can do like a lot of videos. I know like the Green brothers is one of them, does like history videos or something, connect it to like what's going on with them and like their personal lives, because then that also plays a big thing into like, oh well, how does this connect to me personally, like why am I learning about this besides just like to learn about like some old guy or some like old thing that happened long ago. Like why does it matter? Like students care about that. Also to how do you like plan to represent this material, like whether that's through like slideshows or like group activities, like readings, like are you gonna chunk out like readings? It would have them in groups. So just think about that, because there's a lot of different ways to make a history lesson fun just by doing like a group activity, because then they're also interacting with their fellow students. Also think about how do you want to show like how they understand the material. That's one of the most important things, so you might want to start with that first. Like, whether that's through a slideshow, they want to do like a little play, or do they want to like make a video. Students really love options because it makes them want to engage more with that with the lesson as well. Question reads, what can I do to help my students stay organized and on task? So you can do this in a lot of ways. For me, I like creating little folders, so every student of mine gets a folder. And also for me personally, I do color coordinating. I find that really helpful for my students. They need to pick up the rest of the homework and the spreadsheets that we did in class. Go pick up something from the red folder, and that's where all that is. And also like having them like know exactly where everything is in the classroom. Okay, next question reads, 5 important routines to get into place at the start of the school year. I would say the 5 most important are bathroom signals, or needing water signals, entering the classroom, exiting the classroom, how they're going to turn in homework, and how are they going to get your attention as well. I'm looking for my... The next question asks, why do you love being a teacher? So I love being a teacher because you become part of a community and you work with your fellow teachers in order to continue to build up your community, your school community. So obviously, and then you're also becoming like a school leader in a sense. I mean, a teacher leader, excuse me. You're building relationships with the students, like families, and with your fellow teachers and things. And so it's just really nice to be able to do that. And that's your job. Question asks, how do you create a caring classroom? So there are many different ways to create a caring classroom, whether that's like activities such as like the Child of the Week, which I talked about. Like having a democracy. I know one classroom they do that, where they create a democracy within the class, and so everybody's voices are heard, and they help decide like maybe like what field trip they're gonna take, like the zoo or the aquarium, you know. So just like it builds that caring classroom because everybody is there to learn. Okay, and then the next question was asked, how does PBS how does PBIS impact the learning environment? So first off, as you know, behavior serves as a method for communication for students. So if they're sleeping in class, it might be because the lesson is boring, or they're just not getting enough like sleep at home. If they're being really loud and obnoxious in class, it might be because they are seeking attention, or like they're avoiding something. Like if they leave to go to the bathroom at this certain time, when you start doing like this lesson every time, then it might be because like they just don't want, they're trying to avoid it. With PBIS, it helps to promote behavior expectations, and works to acknowledge and reward positive behavior. It impacts the learning and the learning environment in a positive way by basically having expected behavior in place, and then correcting misbehavior by either reteaching that behavior, or having pre-planned responses ready to go. So I hope this was really helpful for you guys. I hope you learned a little bit more about like PBIS and classroom management and me as a teacher, and like what it takes to really knock it out. For me, I've learned a lot already, and I'm still learning as I go on. Teaching is just a journey, so I think I've learned so far is really like just showed like helps me so much. You learn all this stuff in like your first class, and then you're just like, I don't know, like, is it really gonna be like something I'm gonna need in future? And it ends up being like something you're definitely gonna. I hope this was really helpful for you guys. Bye, babes.